𝗲𝗵𝗂𝘁 and a very warm welcome to Bhutan this week, our weekly news magazine program with me, 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘁. Our top stories this week. His Royal Highness the 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘁 graces event marking NDI's integration with Ethereum blockchain. Breast cancer may soon reach cervical cancer levels, health expert warns. Tirang's Mahalal Rai wins Mr. Bhutan 2025 title. Bhutan has taken another major step towards digital independence. The Bhutan National Digital Identity (NDI) platform has been successfully integrated with the Ethereum blockchain. The country plans to fully migrate the NDI to an Ethereum-based system by early next year. His Royal Highness 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘁 became the country's first digital citizen in 2023. And today, His Royal Highness graced the event marking the successful integration of NDI with Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is powered by a global network of computers that verify and protect information, strengthening the NDI system's reliability and resilience. The network makes NDI system more secure, transparent, and reliable. Bhutan's digital identity system gives people control over their own information without depending on any central authority to manage or verify it. To make it safe and quick, Holding and Investments said it needs a strong blockchain network.
So far, we are using blockchain provided by Polygon. By moving to Ethereum, we are further enhancing the security of our digital identity, because Ethereum is one of the most decentralized blockchain that exists. Nobody in the world can disrupt.
The other important aspect is really bringing the Ethereum community to Bhutan, which means that we will have developers and coders building use cases and applications. As I mentioned, NDI is the foundational layer of the digital economy, and on the foundational layer we can build X number of applications. And these applications, we hope that the Ethereum Foundations and Ethereum community that is set up in Bhutan.
The Ethereum Foundation said it will support Bhutanese developers and help them take ownership of Ethereum initiatives in Bhutan.
We've identified some strong, talented local developers, and so from here, it's really up to the local people, like they can learn online or participate in many different activities or projects online. Learning and collaboration will happen naturally. That's how the Ethereum ecosystem works. So it's not controlled by the Ethereum Foundation.
With Ethereum serving as the backbone of NDI, the path to digital modernization is not only possible, but also secure, inclusive, and future-ready. This is 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘁 for 𝗵𝗵𝗴 News. Bhutan has been ranked 4th among the world's top countries in the Condé Nast Traveler UK Reader's Choice Awards 2025 after Italy, Qatar, and Japan. Condé Nast Traveler is one of the world's leading luxury travel magazines, known for its influential annual awards that celebrate best destinations, hotels, and travel experiences worldwide. The accolade, Department of Tourism says, reflects Bhutan's continued commitment to its high-value, low-volume tourism policy.
The recognition places Bhutan among the world's most sought-after destinations and highlights its growing reputation for authentic, sustainable, and transformative travel experiences. The Reader's Choice Awards are among the travel industry's most prestigious honors, with more than 182,500 readers from across the United Kingdom rating their favorite travel experiences this year. According to the Department of Tourism, more than just a global travel ranking, the recognition reflects how Bhutan's timeless values continues to inspire the world.
So we are deeply honored by this global recognition, reflecting the world-growing appreciation for Bhutan's unique approach to tourism that prioritizes sustainability, then authenticity and community well-being. So this is also a reflection of the collective effort of our people, then also our tourism partners and other stakeholders. This will help us in maximizing our visibility, thereby increasing the arrival of tourists in the country.
She added that Bhutan's recognition among the world's top destinations reinforces its standing as a beacon of sustainable and mindful travel, where visitors not only explore its pristine landscapes and vibrant traditions, but also engage with a nation that values happiness and balance harmony with nature. Bhutan has bagged 4 travel awards so far and welcomed over 130,000 visitors in the past 10 months. As the country continues to welcome visitors from around the world, the honor serves as a reminder of the country's enduring appeal, a kingdom with a big message for global travelers, that meaningful journeys begin where authenticity and sustainability meet. 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘁, PBS News.
When people understand what eDNA is, they become more involved in protecting their environment. eDNA, or environmental DNA, is like tiny traces that animals leave behind in nature. For example, when an animal drinks water, walks on the ground, or sheds hair or skin, small bits of its body remain there. With the new technology in Bhutan, scientists can now detect wild animals using eDNA testing. To raise awareness, a lecturer from the College of Natural Resources is meeting with communities in 𝗵𝗂𝗶𝘀 to share the benefits of eDNA for wildlife conservation.
The people of 𝗲𝗄𝗀 in 𝗃𝗫𝗄𝗀 attended a training on collecting and handling water samples. According to 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘀, a lecturer at the College of Natural Resources currently pursuing his PhD in Switzerland, this is not an ordinary water sample collection. He said that water is the best way to collect and filter eDNA. The process uses water pump, tube, capsule and battery to gather the sample efficiently. After collecting the sample in the capsule, a special liquid is added to preserve the eDNA. 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘀 said the samples must be handled carefully to avoid contamination, which can give wrong results. The samples are then sent to the lab at the College of Natural Resources for analysis. There, they take out the DNA and use PCR to make millions of copies so they can study and find out which animals were in the area. For sequencing, the samples are sent to Switzerland. Sequencing is the process of identifying which animal species are in the sample. Unlike camera traps and field surveys that take time and effort, eDNA testing gives quicker results. Simply put, eDNA helps identify which animals live in the area where the water sample was collected.
I've been working on the mammals for past 3 years. Till now we have achieved 90% of detection, which has been detected by the camera trap. So till now it has been very much successful with the eDNA for detecting the animal wildlife species.
We have learned how to collect water samples from eDNA testing. If anyone asks to collect water samples for eDNA testing in the future, we can do it easily using the knowledge we gained from the training.
We do not see tigers in our nearby forest, but we believe this technology will definitely help us detect and track animals in our locality. We have gained a clear understanding of how the technologies work. Additionally, there is a sacred place above our village that attracts visitors from various places. People from Lunana also travel through this area, so this knowledge will help us raise awareness among them about the presence of wild animals for their own safety.
Bhutan's first eDNA lab opened at the College of Natural Resources in April this year, allowing wildlife analysis to be done locally. Developed by 𝗵𝗄𝗃 with support from WWF Bhutan, Bhutan for Life and Bhutan Trust Fund, the lab will not only reduce costs and time to generate results, it will also build up local capacity and support ongoing biodiversity monitoring in Bhutan and the region at large.
We can able to do an extraction of DNA and also the PCR. So for sequencing, we are sending outside. So right now we are sending to the microsynth, which is located in Switzerland, and we are getting a result in 3 to 4 weeks.
The researchers said such public training helps people learn and understand which animals live in their area, improving safety for themselves and their community. It also teaches locals how to collect samples, making eDNA analysis more efficient. He plans to expand the training to Gaza as well. For 𝗬𝗲𝗲𝗸 in 𝗵𝗂𝗃, this is 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗃 for BBS News.
One of the key highlights of a recent breast cancer awareness program in 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀 was a concerning shift in Bhutan's cancer landscape. Cervical cancer, once considered the most feared and dominant cancer among Bhutanese women, is now being closely challenged by breast cancer, which is seeing rising incidence and mortality rates in recent years.
Speaking at the awareness session at the 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗀 Training Institute in Degiling organized by the Bhutan Cancer Society, Dr. 𝗲𝗵𝗂𝗁 said that while cervical cancer has historically been the leading cancer among women in Bhutan, breast cancer cases are catching up rapidly.
Women need to know that this cancer is going to increase every year because our women are now not getting married early and not having children early. So these are some of the risk factors for breast cancer.
Participants were briefed on breast cancer, its symptoms, and the importance of early detection. They were encouraged to carry out regular self-examinations and were advised on preventive lifestyle choices such as avoiding tobacco, eating a balanced diet, and staying physically active.
In the government, there are no separate programs for cancer, except for cervical cancer and now breast cancer. So cancer falls under NCD program. So there's no separate program for different cancers now. So we are the only ones who raise awareness on different cancers.
According to the Population-Based Cancer Registry Report 2019 to 2022, cervical and breast cancers are the two most common cancers among women in Bhutan, with over 720 cervical cancer cases and 135 breast cancer cases recorded during the period. Among men, stomach cancer is the most prevalent, followed by esophageal, liver, and lung cancer. Close to 3,200 cancer cases were registered, including nearly 1,500 men and over 1,700 women. During the same period, over 1,460 deaths were recorded, around 735 among men and nearly 730 among women. Officials from the Bhutan Cancer Society said that while health professionals lead the advocacy and awareness programs, the society provides additional care and support to improve the quality of life of terminal cancer patients. This includes social, spiritual, and psychological assistance for both patients and caregivers, along with home-based care through transit services. For 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗸𝗀 in 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗀, this is 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗑, BBS News.
The Paro District Court has sentenced 3 Indian nationals, 2 men and a woman, to more than 5 years in prison each for smuggling cannabis. The judgment was passed recently. The case dates back to May this year. Customs officials at Paro International Airport caught the trio arriving from Bangkok with over 7 kilograms of dried cannabis leaves hidden in their luggage.
According to the verdict, custom officials at the Paro International Airport discovered over 1.5 kilograms of cannabis in the 29-year-old woman's suitcase. Similarly, the 28-year-old man was caught with more than 2.5 kilograms and the 30-year-old man with over 3 kilograms during a routine inspection on May 12. Following the seizure, the Office of the Attorney General charged the trio with illicit trafficking under Bhutan's Narcotic Drugs, Psychotropic Substances and Substance Abuse Act, which criminalizes possession of cannabis exceeding 50 grams as trafficking offense. The Paro court noted that the woman initially told custom officials that the drug was for her personal consumption, but later claimed to police that she was unaware of its presence in her luggage. The two men also stated that the woman had no knowledge of the drugs, saying that the 28-year-old man had placed a packet of cannabis in her suitcase while she was asleep in a rented apartment in Thailand. The court, however, held that the woman was responsible for the contents of her luggage and could not claim ignorance as a defense. Video evidence also showed her acknowledging the seized drugs at Paro Airport. She was sentenced to 5 years in prison. The two men confessed that the cannabis belonged to them and was brought for personal consumption. While the 28-year-old was sentenced to 5 years and 3 months in prison, the 30-year-old received 5 years and 6 months. The court emphasized that the quantity threshold for personal use was far exceeded, making their actions constitute illicit trafficking under Bhutanese law. 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘁, PBS News.
Since the establishment of protection services in June 2023, the 𝗕𝗵𝗂 Secretariat has handled more than 1,000 child protection cases. The Secretariat ensures that services are activated within 5 hours for severe cases and within 24 hours for all others. Child protection services in Bhutan have become faster and more responsive. Today, cases are now immediately referred to the 𝗕𝗵𝗂 Secretariat, ensuring children receive support within 24 hours, which is an improvement from the days when help could take several days to arrive.
So far, the Secretariat has handled nearly 1,900 cases, of which almost 60% involved children. According to the Secretariat, reports have been steadily increasing from frontline workers, health centers, police, local governments, and communities. The Secretariat says this reflects growing public awareness and willingness to seek help. Among the cases, over 420 involved children in conflict with the law, with battery, burglary, and drug use among the most common offenses. And more than 370 cases were related to violence against children, including sexual, physical, and emotional abuse. Thimphu recorded the highest number of such cases, followed by 𝗪𝗵𝗂𝘁, Sarpang, Paro, and Chukha. Thimphu also reported the highest number of cases of children in conflict with the law. The Secretariat also handled more than 100 child adoption-related cases and over 200 other cases. When a case is reported, the Secretariat prioritizes the child's safety and well-being. Physical and emotional safety are ensured first, with medical emergencies addressed immediately. Psychological first aid follows, along with an assessment of the child, family, and environment. Children are linked to medical, counseling, and shelter services, with shelter as a last resort. The Secretariat also provides options such as school relocation and family reintegration programs help ensure safety and proper care. Cases involving criminal activity are connected to legal aid services as well.
The 𝗕𝗵𝗂 Secretariat provides 24/7 support through the 1098 helpline, email and online chat. Its rapid response system also works closely with the police, schools and CSOs to ensure children receive timely protection and assistance. And currently, the Secretariat has 12 protection officers providing services to cases across all districts.
Since its inauguration in November last year, the 𝗕𝗵𝗂 home has provided interim shelter to 12 children and mothers, of whom 5 have been successfully reintegrated with their families.
The Secretariat is strengthening child protection services across all districts and embedding prevention measures into every agency's plans, aiming to build a robust childcare ecosystem nationwide. It calls on everyone to take collective responsibility to ensure that every child in the country can grow, learn and thrive in safety and dignity. With camera person Sangin Yudup, this is Kinzang Hadin, PBS News. The country's youth unemployment rate continues to rise. According to the National Statistics Bureau's third quarter labor force survey report for 2025, youth unemployment rate has risen to 17.8%, up from 17.3% in the second quarter. It is an increase by 1.3% compared to the same period last year. Youth unemployment rate is defined as the percentage of unemployed persons in the age group 15 to 24 years.
The report reveals that youth unemployment is higher in urban areas at 21.1% compared to 15.8% in rural areas. The report also shows that unemployment is highest among the 20 to 24 age group, reflecting ongoing challenges for young Bhutanese seeking stable jobs after completing their studies. Among the actively unemployed, 61.5% have been without work for less than 6 months, while 38.5% have been unemployed for 6 months or more. Notably, 18.6% of unemployed persons have been seeking work for over a year, a group classified as long-term unemployed. The survey shows that 65.5% of the total working age population is economically active. Overall, rural areas account for a larger share of the workforce, with 64.5% engaged in economic activities, while urban areas account for 35.5%. Most rural workers are involved in agricultural activities, while urban employment is concentrated in the services and industry sectors. The survey sample included over 3,000 households from across the country. 𝗲𝗫𝗂𝗃, PBS News.
35-year-old Mahalal Rai from Tsirang was crowned Mr. Bhutan 2025 at the 14th National Bodybuilding and Fitness Championship held recently in Thimphu. A total of 23 athletes competed across 4 categories: men's open bodybuilding, men's sports physique, women's model physique, and the newly introduced men's junior bodybuilding.
Among the 4 categories, only the men's open building division was eligible for Mr. Bhutan 2025 title. This time, 5 contenders competed, with Mahalal Rai emerging as the champion for his exceptional physique, conditioning, and stage presence. He received a cash prize of 100,000 𝗪𝗻.
Getting this title, Mr. Bhutan 2025, is after 8 years of determination, discipline in workout and diet, and every workout set, every meal, every reps, and every sweat drop in the gym floor brought me here today with this trophy. This trophy and this medal also symbolize preservation, unity, and support. And I would like to thank everybody, those who have supported me, cheer up me.
Likewise, 𝗀𝗄 and 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝘁 received silver and bronze medals with 50,000 and 30,000 𝗪𝗻 respectively in the men's open bodybuilding division. In men's sport physique category, which saw the highest participation with 10 competitors, 𝗞𝗵𝗂𝘁 from Paru took the top spot, winning a cash prize of 50,000 𝗪𝗻.
So far, I have participated about 2 to 3 times in the competition. Since this is my first win, I am immensely happy. We have to prepare at least 6 months before the competition day, 3 months for bulking and 3 months for cutting. We have been following a strict diet for 6 months and it is very challenging.
Likewise, Tandin Gelson and 𝗲𝗫𝗄𝗃 won silver and bronze, receiving 30,000 and 20,000 𝗪𝗻 respectively in the men's sports physique category. In the women's model physique category, 6 athletes participated. Standing out among them, 37-year-old 𝗀𝗵𝗂𝘀 from Trashigang claimed gold. 𝗀𝗵𝗂𝘀 received a cash prize of 50,000 𝗪𝗻. A consistent performer, 𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 has been winning since 2021.
We are deprived of eating our favorite foods. We had to sacrifice our time. We had to work out more than the normal fitness people. And then at the end, we get this opportunity, such a platform from BBA and BOC, and we are very thankful for that. And I would like to encourage more ladies to come forward, as it would be very interesting and it would be changing our fitness lifestyle also.
Similarly, Kinzang Choden and Choki Wangmo won silver and bronze, receiving 30,000 and 20,000 yutam respectively in the women's model physique category. In the newly introduced men's junior bodybuilding category, 19-year-old 𝗬𝗲𝗲𝗸 from Punakha won gold and received 20,000 yutam. A first-year student at Norberling Richter College, he began bodybuilding just a year ago.
Right now, there was only 2 of us competing in this competition, and we hope that we inspire some youth so that they can compete next year with us.
Tsiring Dendup, who took silver, received 15,000 yutam in the men's junior bodybuilding category. With Bhutan preparing to host the World Bodybuilding Championship, this year's competition marks an important step in the country's growing presence in the international bodybuilding arena. For Karmawandi, this is 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝘀𝗀 for BBS News.
That's all we have for this week. Thank you for watching.